Good afternoon, Durham. I'm Jenkins, Director of the Durham County Department of Public Health. Since my last video, we've confirmed additional COVID-19 cases in Durham, as well as outbreaks at 3 long-term care facilities. We've received several questions about these outbreaks, so I want to start by answering some of these questions, then remind you of important information about wearing masks when you go out. Finally, I'd like to let you all know of a new opportunity for you to find food and resources for your family as COVID continues. First, as you may have heard, 3 Durham County long-term care facilities have experienced COVID outbreaks. Long-term care facilities are nursing homes, rehabilitation centers, or other places where people live together under staff supervision for long periods of time. Because of patients' close proximity to one another within these facilities, COVID outbreaks are not uncommon in the county. I want to assure you that we are doing all that we can to minimize these outbreaks and protect staff and residents. Outbreaks are defined by the state as 2 or more cases at a facility. When we learn that an outbreak is occurring, we begin working to provide testing for all residents and staff and to isolate or quarantine all residents and staff according to state guidelines. Many of you have asked if the loved ones of these long-term care facilities residents will be notified if an outbreak occurs at a facility. To protect residents' privacy and abide by state and HIPAA laws, the health department will not notify you individually of an outbreak at your loved one's facility. But for now, we will continue to provide the names of affected facilities in our news releases, which can be found on our website. Next, I'd like to update you on recent changes you have noticed at local stores and to remind you of how to protect others when you go out. This week, a state executive order began requiring stores to limit the number of customers allowed inside at one time. Stores are also required to mark at least 6 feet of distance for you at checkout lines. You may see longer lines inside or outside of stores, but these changes are in place to help keep you safe. I also want to remind you of the importance of wearing cloth masks when you visit these stores and other essential locations. This is to protect others in case you are ill and not showing symptoms. These actions are critical for stopping the spread of COVID. Finally, I know many of you may be struggling to provide food, find childcare, access healthcare, and more as lives are changed by COVID. We set up a new webpage for you to get connected to resources. Visit our website at decopublichealth.org/COVID-19 resources. Here you'll also find volunteer opportunities, like helping provide meals to Durham children and adults through the Durham Feast program. That wraps up today's update. I'd like to remind you once again to continue practicing social distancing. It may not seem like it's working as cases continue to rise, but we know that your efforts to stay at home have significantly reduced the potential impact of COVID in our community. By staying home, wearing masks in public, and continue to take care of yourselves and support one another, we will stop COVID spread in Durham County. We can do this, Durham.